Go on. Go on. Go on.
Hello friends,
Go.
welcome back to Cosmopolitan
No, you
Cornbread. So you may recall a while back that we had some cows just randomly show up here at the homestead. And at first it was kind of funny that it happened because, country
Go.
life. However,
Go.
these cows have actually
back to the
become a
road.
bit of a problem, and so
Go.
has their owner.
Go.
I'm not going to really go into that a whole lot today. Maybe I'll share that story another time. But these cows are actually one of the reasons that I put up electric fencing
Go.
around my garden
Go.
right away.
Go.
Although this fencing is really made for chickens and it's not going to keep a cow out if it's determined to get in.
Go on. Go on.
Now, don't worry, this device that you see me holding in my hand, it's not a whip. It never comes into contact with an animal. It's really just a noise maker, and the animals don't like it.
Go. Go. Go.
And anytime they hear it, they want to go in the opposite direction from it. So we just use that as a motivator to get animals to go away.
Get 'em, Bean. Chase away those cows. Chase away those cows. Say, go away, cows. Go away, cows.
But some mornings, these cows make it a real chore to do the chores. So one of the dishes that I've made recently is a family favorite. I know you've probably seen me make this before over the years, but it's for a bacon cheeseburger roll-up. Now, on this particular day, I omitted the bacon, but it starts with some cooked ground beef and onion, and I usually add a little bit of garlic to that as well. I make some homemade pizza dough, and after it does its rise, I go ahead and I oil my surface, and I roll the dough out into a nice big rectangle. After it's rolled out, I add some typical cheeseburger condiments, some mustard, some ketchup, and of course some pickle relish. Now when my kids were growing up, I would always have to make this half with relish and half without it because for some reason my children just do not like pickle relish. But Mr. Smith and I do. After the condiments are spread onto the pizza dough, I sprinkle on the ground beef, the cooked ground beef and onion. Then I add a whole bunch of sharp cheddar cheese. Now if I had cooked up some turkey or beef bacon for this, then I would have added it here inside, but I'd save a little bit to put on top. I roll the dough up nice and snug and pitch together the seams. Put it on a baking sheet or baking stone. Give it a nice coating with some egg wash. And then sprinkle on some more cheese on top and a little bit of bacon if I had used it. And when it comes out of the oven, it looks absolutely amazing. You can get this full recipe with all of the measurements and all of the details on my website. I'll put a link to that in the video description down below. So I've also been doing some work out in the garden, of course. You know, a lot of the garden has struggled this year just because it went in so late and it was so hot. And it being the first year and me having issues with the soil, it'll take time to build this soil up into a nice, healthy garden. But I've gone ahead and I've started clearing out some of the beds that were just really not doing anything. And I've begun adding in layers of organic compost. I do plan on growing some things in the fall and doing another round, and so we'll see how that goes. But of course I've got to get those beds ready if that's what I'm going to do. I went ahead and I pulled out the yellow squash plants because they were pretty much at their end. This week I'll go ahead and pull out some of the zucchini plants that aren't doing great anymore. A couple of them are still producing, so I might leave one or two of them there. And you know, I realized the other day that when I planted all of my sunflowers, I only planted the single head variety, which of course are beautiful, especially these majestic Mongolian giant sunflowers. But the single heads just have the one flower and then that's it. Unlike some of the other ones that I've grown in the past, like the lemon queen, which just produce flower after flower. I'll definitely grow some of the multi-head varieties next year. So that is it for today, my friends. Thank you for spending some time with me here again at the homestead. I'll talk to y'all next time.